What about you? What you said? You also want an above average man. What makes you? Do you consider yourself an average woman?
I mean, maybe y'all wouldn't, but I consider myself because I started my own business. I graduated college, paid for my own college.
Stuff though in the sexual marketplace.
But like, I paid for my own college. I did everything I'm natural.
You do understand that nowadays that's actually fairly average because women dominate.
That's why I said you probably wouldn't see me above average, but I look at myself. I've overcome adversity. I've done a lot of things that make me really proud to be above average.
Look at me. It doesn't matter what you think. When you come in approaching dating and marriage, it matters what the guy thinks.
Incredible, right?
What you believe about how attractive you are has no real-world application.
But, like, we're literally
I don't care what
they think.
Hold on, we think.
You're saying you don't care what men think?
I really don't.
Then you're going to die alone.
That's like your opinion, but I really don't think I'm going to die alone.
I'm sorry.
You're dying alone right now. You are dying alone right now.
I don't think I'm going to die alone. Like,
how old are you?
Like, how do you know that?
Because you're saying you don't
like,
care.
Are you a fortune teller? Like,
what you're saying makes no sense.
Because I said that I think that I'm above average and you think that I'm not above average. I'm going to die alone because you think I'm average.
It's not what I think. You need to care about how your future husband sees you.
I do, but just because I think I'm like above average and you think I'm below average. Yes, I don't care if like y'all think that I'm below average.
It's not about what we think.
I think I'm above average.
Sneeko. Listen, a dog that won't obey the chain of its owner will eventually get put down. So sometimes when you won't listen to authority or when a woman won't realize that it matters what a man thinks, eventually they end up 40 alone, 50 alone, and yes, death comes soon after.
I'm going to invite y'all to my wedding. I'm going to invite y'all to my wedding.
All right, so let me just ask you a question because here comes that cognitive dissonance again that all of you guys have expressed throughout this podcast. So you are saying in your eyes you're not an average woman, but realistically speaking, you are a fairly average woman because you named a bunch of things that average women do every day, like pay their own bills and shit. Not you. I'm talking to her. So you are on paper an average woman, even though you don't look at yourself that way. That's fine. However, you don't want a guy that's 5'8", 50K per year, etc. You don't want an average man. So you want an above average man.
I don't want to date a man that I make more than. I'm sorry, but
so you want a man that's above average. You want a man that's above average. So let me ask you this. If you want a man that's above average, you do understand that a man that's above average is probably going to have above average standards, right?
Yeah.
So wouldn't it behoove you to attract that man to know what that man wants?
Wait, repeat that?
Wouldn't it behoove you or move you if you want...
That's a big word, Mark. That's a real word.
Okay.
Welcome to the dictionary,
if you want me to speak retardedese, if you want a guy to fucking get with you, you should probably know what that guy wants, correct?
No. Yeah.
Right? Because if I'm a guy and I want to attract women, I understand that I need to make money, I need to go to the gym, I need to be able to convey myself a certain way. I
have
charming.
above average guys already wanting to be with me.
Be quiet when I'm speaking, please, so I can finish my point.
Shut up, Meg.
If I'm a man and I want to attract a bunch of women or I want to be attractive, I need to understand what the opposite gender wants. However, you just said a second ago that you want an above average man. However, you don't care about what men think. Now, I know why you think this way, because you literally just said it a second ago. You exposed yourself. Well, I'm above average men that want to talk to me. So let me ask you this. If I whacked off every single day to porn and came every time and I said, damn, I get hella bitches, what would your response be to that?
If I'm not putting out and you got to put out some other way.
Oh my God. Hypothetically speaking, if I walked around and I bragged and I said, yo, I walk off to porn every single day to a new girl, I get hella bitches, what would your response be to that?
Okay, gross, bye.
Grow up.
Okay, grow up, stupid, what's wrong with this guy? Correct? Would it make me a fucking moron?
Yeah.
Okay, so me bragging about whacking off to porn and getting a new girl is the same thing as you bragging about men talking to you. You do understand that a man talking...
That's not the same.
Be quiet for 2 seconds. You do understand that as a woman, just by you existing and having a pulse, men are going to talk to you, correct?
Yeah.
You do understand that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
which is why you're able to make the asinine comment you just made where I don't need to know what men want. I don't give a fuck. I'm just going to do it because you know men give you attention anyway. However, to keep a man, you do understand you need to know what that man wants and build upon that.
Because they won't stay. They'll just.
Am I allowed to talk?
Yeah, go ahead.
A guy whacking off and watching porn and bragging about it every day is not the same as a girl that is making her own money, taking care of her own business, and doing her own thing.
Okay. Let me ask you this: do you think men? Let's be very because you just gave a bunch of traits that are irrelevant. But let's be honest here: if you met a guy and you told that guy, "I am unemployed,
I'm not unemployed, though.
Oh, my God. I'm
Alright,
talking
shut up.
hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
If you told me I'm unemployed versus you saying I run this business where I offer a version of OfferUp, etc., do you think that would actually change his attraction for you?
For me?
No, for him. Do you think it would change his attraction for you if you said, I'm unemployed versus I have a business? Do you think it really matters to the man that you're talking to?
Yeah, I feel like it shows discipline.
No.
Yeah. It shows hard work.
Men don't give a fuck.
No.
That's my point. Yeah. We don't give a fuck.
Maybe you
that.
don't.
You're gonna
I feel like you
wipe
can't speak
someone
for
that's
every single
unemployed?
man on the planet. I feel like maybe you might not, but I feel like other
Did you
men
not just
do.
say, hold on, did you not just say a second ago you want above average men, right?
Yeah.
Above average men earn more money, correct?
Yes, correct.
Are you aware of the fact that the more money a man makes, the less he cares about how much you make?
Yes, but I feel like you can't speak for every single man on the planet.
Okay, I'll finally have to agree with you on this. Because I met a guy that actually had mad money, and he was like, I do not want you to work. I do not want you to do any
Guys
of this
that make
shit.
that money,
I
they
want you
understand
to
that.
live your life.
What's your name again? I need to explain something to you, like in a really funny way.
I'm so down to listen. I'm just like,
what's your name?
I'm Savannah.
Savannah, you are the product of Zionist propaganda. And let me explain that, because they don't want, you're white.
Yeah, you gotta go slow, dude. She didn't know what behoove means.
Let me explain that to you. There's a death cult going on, and they're trying to program people with a bunch of ideas so that we don't have kids in a family. So they tell you to listen to podcasts like Call Her Daddy. You like to listen to Taylor Swift, Megan Thee Stallion.
I don't like Taylor
You
Swift.
worship Instagram. I heard you say you want to have a wedding because you want to put it on Instagram. You don't want to date a 5'8" guy because you want to take Instagram pictures and you want him to be taller than you. You want to have kids, but they can't be boring. You need to take them on
I never said the social media content you're making that up.
But I could hear all the content that you consume. So you are prioritizing that over having a good family. Stop living for the external and live for the internal, what's more important. Don't feed into these propaganda. It's all a lie so that you don't have a family.
Hold on. Let's ask her this. Do you know what Zionism is?
No way.
No.
Bro, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Bro, I don't want to be an asshole or anything like that, but this is what it is. We keep women stupid, so they don't know what the hell's going on. So you can market to them easier.
But no. But you know what? Speaking of women at that level, that's why when I talk about this, think about it at the level of kids, and this is why I like to talk to women at the level of children, is this. Look, I have a son. You know what kids are like. You're probably good with kids. You're a lady. Here's the deal. A kid will walk up to you. He'll take a little bit of his boogers, some water he took from his juice cup, some fucking wooden sticks in a cup, and he'll hand it to you. And he thinks he made you a meal. And he's really proud, and he hands it to you, and he goes, look, Mom, I made you something. Now, you're smart because you're an adult. You're a woman. You go, that's fucking boogers and sticks and shit. Because why? Because your position, your authority as his mother, you know at his education, his mental capacity, that you know better than him. You know what? You still take it and go, oh, it's so cute. You're not grateful for it. You're not going to eat it. You know what's up. That's how men see women's careers and their money, okay? Women presented to men like, look at my job and my career, and it's a cup of shit and sticks. And we say, how cute, and we're nice to you. We're nice to you, but we don't care. And you can argue it. You can argue it, but it's reality.
I have to, okay, but I'm not doing, I started my business not because I want a man to look at my business and be like, I want to marry you because you have a business. I started my business because I genuinely want to help people.
And my kid made a cup of shit because he loves it.
My business is to help people.
He's trying to help me.
No, exactly. And that's your kid making a booger fucking snot pie.
And we look at women like kids.
I didn't start my business to find a husband. I started my business to help people afford to be trendy in college. I help people afford to be confident. I didn't start a business because I wanted a husband. Yes. I started it because I wanted to help people.
And that's great. And we love that. We want the people you want to help to be our kids and us. So
and your kids might love my fucking brand.
So we don't want to be your brand. We don't want to be your Instagram profile. We want to be your husband and we want your kids to be your children. And so I respect that if you're single and you've got that going, but if you can't transfer that into a family,
you would never.
But what do you mean?
You would never marry a woman that had a brand that's helping people out. I'm not doing it to make money. I'm doing it to help other people.
If you wouldn't drop it and transfer the energy, then no.
But what do you mean by we want to be your husband, we want to be your children? What do you mean by that?
It's called a hypothetical. So it's saying,
I understand that,
I'm pretending to be all men and you pretending to be all women.
Yeah, hypothetically, I started my business because I want to help people, which not even hypothetically.
Because you're feminine and you're a woman and you care about nurturing.
Savannah, do you not understand, I don't know if you caught on to this, but you said a second ago, I didn't start my business for my husband.
Exactly.
Okay, but then you literally said, when I asked what do you bring to the table, I have a business.
Yeah, because that should be.
Stop the fucking show.
I didn't do it for.
Stop the fucking show. Do you not see how dumb that sounds?
I didn't do it for a husband, but that should be
But you use it to fuck to get a husband.
That was the first
Well,
thing
you asked
said
me
when I
like,
asked,
what's
what do
a
you
plus
bring to the
about you?
table?
That
this
doesn't
is
mean
what
I
I mean.
started it to
Yo,
get. I
look,
didn't do it to
look,
get a husband.
I don't want to sound like a dick, but I've interviewed almost 3,000 y'all. Yo, women are fucking stupid. Holy shit. You guys can't admit when you do dumb shit and say dumb shit. That makes no sense. We asked you, do you want your daughter to be like you?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. And then we ask you, okay, well, let's look into your life. I'm 30 and single. Okay, so you want your kids to be like you? Well, no, not really. It's like you guys can't answer a simple and direct question. And when I give you logically sound arguments, you don't know how to respond because you guys are fucking retarded.
But
this is what I mean. Like most of them are literally retarded. You have a bachelor's degree from Texas Tech, and you're a moron. This is crazy to me.
I feel like I gave you a great answer back. I told you. I didn't start the business for a husband, but yeah, that's a plus.
Why do we have the same voice? It's tripping me out.
Stop saying there's no plus.
Like, I don't mean to be an asshole or anything, but holy
Well, no,
fuck.
I just I'm kind of confused because I genuinely don't understand how
trust
that
me,
sounds.
you were
I wish I was confused too. That's why my brain wouldn't
You're
hurt.
confused.
But I actually understand everything you're saying, and if you understand
I
what you're
didn't start
saying,
my business because I want
No,
men.
we heard you. We heard you.
Hey, Savannah, did you not get
but
it?
then you use it to fucking flex to get a man.
I just said it's a plus. I need to explain it to you so you get it so we can move on.
Yeah, no, please.
No person
Myron cook.
cares about your business.
Okay, so,
Men do not care.
Only we care about
but the
ourselves.
one that the men that I talk to, they care. They love.
They
me.
want to know.
They are above average men.
Hold on.
Explain this to you.
Wait, stick on. Can I do it? Just so you know, the men that say, Savannah, that's amazing. Go, girl. Do your business. I'm so proud of you.
They're trying to fuck.
They're trying to fuck.
That's it. They don't want kids with you.
Guess what? They're telling you what you want to hear. You know why? So they can fuck.
Wait. I have a very important question.
Go, drunk girl. Go.
How do you know the difference between when a man is trying to fuck you and just trying to vibe with you and possibly
Let's
date
break it.
and
Let me give you an easy answer.
Men are just trying to do the same thing.
Yeah, I think I need to know this.
Go ahead, Sneeko. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, Sneeko. Go ahead.
The way you approach the world is how people are going to respond to you. There's not any guy that you want to be with that's going to think that you're marriage material. Every guy that's talking to you just wants to see what's under that shirt, and it's not that doesn't seem that difficult to get it off. Every single guy.
I said excluding the underboob.
It's not. That's
Guys
private.
know if they're going to marry a
I have
girl within
also
4
faith
weeks
in
of
men
meeting
after
that.
this.
That's true.
Hold on.
So, question: is there a way of wrecking that at the first date and then?
Showing your underboob would be step one. Step two would be look, I met my wife on Instagram. It wasn't even meant to be like dating. It just happened to be through a work thing. I spoke to her on the phone. The first time I had a FaceTime with her, I told her what? I'm going to marry you. And she told me, you're a psychopath. You're insane. And you know what I realized?
We're not.
You know what?
Now you're
I'm not.
insecure.
6 months later, we were married.
Yeah.
And now she lives in America, has kids, and she doesn't have to work another day in her life. She has a lot of money, and she's living her best life, wearing designer clothing, enjoying her world.
job. I
love
so
that
that's
job.
her life. And our family has a farm, and our kids raise goats. But guess what?
And that's what
You know,
every that's woman beautiful. wants, I think.
But that's what I
Yeah.
meant is this.
Yeah.
Guess
So
what?
easy.
She told me this, and she's watching this right now. She's in Sydney, Australia. So I'm sorry, baby, for saying this. But you know what? She had a hoe friend, and I'm not going to call her out. She had 2 hoe friends. My wife was not a hoe. She never kissed a guy before me. She didn't have any hoe friends. Let me tell you this. Or she had hoe friends, but no virgin friends. They would tell her to sleep around, whatever. And guess what? They were getting dick. They were getting guys. They were getting dates. She would tell me, I thought I was ugly. I thought I was this. And when I saw her, guess what? She's freaking beautiful. But you know what she didn't look like? A hoe. When I saw her, guess what? You know what? Like it's this. Everyone's like, "Oh, Persian girls are so pretty." Yeah, after a nose job. So here's the deal. No, I'm saying this. People look at girls online that have facial. Maybe this is beyond you guys. They have plastic surgery, makeup, filler, and they're like, "That's pretty." Yes, that stereotypically is pretty, and guys like that. I was looking for a girl who had natural beauty, who was confident in herself. I found that, and guess what? I'm telling you about this. When I met her. What made me know that she was ready to get married was she was a virgin. She never kissed a guy. She didn't want to work. This is really, truly, in my mind, she didn't want to work. She wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. She wanted to raise kids, go to church. She wanted to devote her life to a man. And guess what? That was beautiful to me. I ringed it. I provide for her. I will never leave her, and I'll never forsake her. And so here's the deal.
God bless you.
But here's the deal. Here's the deal. That's all I'm saying. You asked that question. To me, as a woman, is it sexually attractive when women are sexy and show their skin? Of course. But is it spousally attractive to marry? No. Because you know they'll leave you or something worse.